Reluctantly embracing the middle of the road, literally and metaphorically, this is Tell It Someone. First question is from the Naked Wombat. How do we, as Australians, go about replacing the Senate with Statler and Warldorf from the Muppet Show to watch over it? Well, if we were going to do it, look, the Senate is already filled with Muppets. Yes, I know. Statler and Warldorf consider themselves literally and metaphorically above the rest of the Muppets, not participating in their antics, and instead throwing abuse from the little box that they have. So, what would happen if they were in the Senate? Absolutely nothing different would happen. So, we might as well already have Statler and Warldorf in the Senate as we speak. But we don't, because, you know, things, reasons, and so forth. Next question is Jonathan Stern. If you could be any age for a day while retaining the knowledge you have now, how old would you want to be and why? I would want to be at an age where I am got more of this and less of this, but with this. So I don't know. So it's somewhat younger, but not too young, and possibly more fit. But I could do that at any time except for the hair. If I actually did stuff like exercise. Next question is from the Great Thief. So how many energy drinks do you drink, and if you overdo them, can you run like the Flash? Well, of course I drink energy drinks because if I don't, I fall asleep. In fact, here's one I prepared earlier. It's been sitting in the car for a week. Now, if I drink this now, yeah, I haven't fallen asleep. That's worked. This one has worked. Not like the couple of times, like where I was drinking one on the train and fell asleep on the train and dropped the can all over my white pants. That's what happened. Next question is from Joe Freddy. Is it all Derek's fault? Yes, it was Derek's fault that I fell asleep on the train and spelt on my white pants. It was the whole can. Well, it wasn't the whole can. It was about a third of the can that I spelt on my white pants. It wasn't that area of the white pants. Get your minds out of my yes. Next question is from Canadian Atheist. I know what you did, you dirty little hamster. What I want to know is why. Well, why did I do it? Because, you know, I was asleep at the time on the train. Next question is F asks, what is your favourite day of the year and why? Well, I'm living in this one, and I'm not living in any of the other ones, so I've got a slight bias towards this day. So because this is the one I have at the moment. But then there's tomorrow. Oh God, don't mention tomorrow. It's that day, isn't it? Oh, everybody likes that day. There's songs about tomorrow and there's songs about yesterday, but there's no song about today unless it's Friday, and then it's on my mind. I don't know. And Luke Taylor asks the last question for today. When will you do another intense poetry? Well, I mean, if you want me to do intense poetry, then you only have to... Well, I could do it. I mean, I'm not doing much else with my channel, and if you want me to do it, I can do it. I just need a poem with which to do poetry with, you know, reading it and stuff. Intensely. Possibly with visual effects and stuff. If I crack Premiere out again or something. I mean, I've done it before. I mean, you know, I did Ozymandias and stuff. I don't know what poem I could read. I mean, you could possibly suggest something in the dovetail. Well, yeah, there we go. That's question for this week. If you would like to answer that question, what sort of poem that I should read? Because I don't know. I'm sort of stuck for something to do on this channel. I should be doing more stuff, but stuff happens and then stuff doesn't happen, and that's how life happens, apparently. I'm dangerously talented and I don't have a cool sign-off.